guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. We're back here at Dream Giveaway Garage, and guess what? I have that one C8 that adds a little bit of an electrifying experience. It's this car right here. This is a 2024 Chevrolet C8 Corvette E-Ray. But before we get into the first ever Corvette that's all-wheel drive equipped, let's talk about what's going on here. So Dream Giveaway Garage, they're really bringing a big one. Not only do you get this E-Ray, but they're pairing it with a C7 Z06, which I did that review. And if you haven't seen that one, I'll leave it at the end of this video. Now, when we look at the Corvette, 1953, so much amazing design. Of course, in 1955, when we saw the first ever V8 powered Corvette, and now fast forward to the modern era where you have a C8 basically for everybody. The Stingray, the E-Ray, the Z06, and the upcoming ZR1. Now what's interesting is that there is a competitor who hasn't been around as long as the Corvette. They've been around since 1965. It would be Porsche with the 911. And as you know, if you stick with your 911 history, you know eventually the 911 got all-wheel drive as well. But what I want to find out is, if you're looking for the ultimate all-wheel drive sports car, do you go E-Ray or do you go with a Porsche Carrera 4S? Let's go ahead. Let's dive into ours. We can even throw in the turbo as well, but let's dive into our E-Ray and see if we can find out. Right off the bat, I love the way that with this color combo, they mimicked exactly what is on the C7 Z06 that they're also giving away. Now at the front of the business, you're gonna get that extra width when you go E-Ray. Just like on the Z06, you got that wider body, an extra 3 inches. You're gonna have full functionality in that lower corner area. Normally on an E-Ray, all of this trim that's carbon flash metallic is painted. But at Dream Giveaway Garage, they specifically wanted to go with the carbon flash metallic to make it match up perfectly with the C7 Z06. And to be honest with you, I like the look of the carbon flash metallic. I think when it's body color, it's just too much over the top, not enough definition. So I'm definitely digging that. Let me know how you feel about the carbon flash metallic over body color in the comment section. You still got that great style, obviously all full LED lighting, and no matter what Corvette you go with, C8, you're gonna get the same exact lighting. Working our way down, we do have the carbon flash metallic splitter. This has been added by Dream Giveaway Garage. And then as we come across that stealth fighter nose, I just love the look of the front of the C8 Corvette, especially the E-Ray, fully functional. Of course, you're gonna have that splitter that works its way across the whole front of the vehicle. That's gonna stop air from going underneath, give us some downforce, and you gotta admit, it looks pretty darn good. Now, when you look at a Porsche 911 Turbo, you're gonna get a very familiar look. That look has really evolved over the years. With the C8, this is one of the most drastic changes that they've ever made because it is a mid-engine. And remember, Porsche 911s are rear engine. Plus, if you think about it, you have a twin turbo setup that's a flat 6. But now with the new upcoming hybrid version of the 911, the GTS hybrid, that's gonna be an interesting comparison as well that we could throw in. Now, as we rise up, you got those stealth fighter lines, very crisp. As we come around the bend, what do we got going on here? You're gonna find carbon flash metallic wheels. Love the carbon flash metallic on our 5-spoke wheel. It's got a little bit of a twist. As you can see, when you go E-Ray, you're gonna get standard carbon ceramic brake rotors with those beefy Brembos 6-piston calipers. Those rotors up front are 15.7 inches in diameter. That's bigger than the pizza that you ate from Domino's last night. Out back, they're 15.4 inches in diameter. Of course, they're 2-piece. We have the special suspension that's been tuned for this vehicle. And remember, when we look at the E-Ray, it's only an additional 300 pounds worth of weight between the motor, all of the required accessories for the electric motor, and the battery pack. 300 pounds. But when you're looking at the wheel and tire package, this is running Michelin's widest ever all-season tire. Widest. Wait until you see how wide they are out back. Up front, it's a 20-inch wheel, and tires are 275 on the width, 30 series sidewall. I'm gonna have to zonk it because it's not my favorite, but they did add Grand Sport style striping to the front of the vehicle at Dream Giveaway Garage. The reason why is to match on the Z06 has the Grand Sport stripes. To me, think about it. If they're called Grand Sport stripes, they only belong on a Grand Sport. But that's just me. So let me know what you think about the stripes in the comment section. Now when we come down the side, this is a convertible. Love the way with the hard top, we have the carbon flash metallic painted, gives it that nice definition of color. The convertible, remember, is the first ever hardtop, folding hardtop for a Corvette, and it only weighs 70 pounds more than a standard Corvette. Now, you can get a Porsche 911 convertible, cabriolet as they call it, but that's not a hardtop, it's a soft top cabriolet. And you could get cabriolet on a turbo, a 911 GTS hybrid, or a Carrera 4S. The reason why we're saying 4S is because of the all-wheel drive. We have color matched on the mirror caps. I do like that instead of the carbon flash metallic. Carbon flash metallic around those massive air intakes. And then you do have the E-Ray badge. And then Steven's gonna swing around and show you that carbon flash metallic side skirt extension. All for aerodynamic efficiency. And that brings us to our rear wheel and tire setup. You still have, like I said, those 15.4-inch carbon ceramic rotors, 4-piston calipers, and then the wheels out back are 21-inch. So 20-inch in diameter up front, 21-inch in diameter out back. Tires are 345s. They're freaking steamrollers. 345 on the width, 25 series sidewall. And remember, all-wheel drive. Rear-wheel drive paced, and then you got the electric motor powering the front wheels. Come around the back, love the way it's got the body color up top on the rear spoiler with the carbon flash metallic on the bottom. Convertible, the sad news is you can't see the engine unless you option in that clear cover, which unfortunately this one does not have. I'll show you that in a second. But you got your carbon flash metallic, the venting, the Stingray E-Ray badge, and then of course we're going to check out that rear taillight, LED all the way around. We have our functional carbon flash metallic vents, and then you are going to get that GM Performance active exhaust, quad tip exhaust, because you got 2 on one side, 2 on the other, limited slip diff, and then I love the way they do the lower rear diffuser area. Absolutely stunning. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the engine cover, and we could talk about the engine, we just can't see. All right guys, we got the rear cover lifted. Obviously, you can option in the clear window. I'm gonna zonk that this one does not have the clear window. But what's underneath all that plastic? You're looking at a 6.2 liter naturally aspirated V8. It's that LT2 out of the Stingray, paired with the electric motor. It's producing 655 horsepower, 595 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, quarter mile in 10.6 seconds at 128 miles per hour. Top speed is 183 miles per hour. The vehicle weighs around 4,100 pounds, not a lightweight. MPGs, 16 in the city, 25 on the highway. The electric system utilizes a 1.1 kilowatt battery pack, lithium ion battery pack. It will do 5 miles on a single charge, but that's not what it's for. It's not a plug-in. So get that out of your mind about it going on pure EV power for a long distance. And remember, it utilizes that 8-speed Tremec dual clutch transmission. So very interesting to compare this to a Porsche 911, whether it's a Carrera 4S a turbo, or even the new GTS hybrid, which I really like the idea of comparing it to that GTS hybrid. But why don't we go ahead, let's fire up this Corvette and hear if it makes that V8 sound. All right, guys, here we are. We're inside this 2025 E-Ray. Never a dull moment when you get inside a C8 Corvette of any type. I know you're probably saying to yourself, well, Joe, how much is this? Well, first of all, this is a 3LZ, so that's the top trim. Plus, it's got a couple other goodies added from Dream Giveaway Garage. MSRP, you're looking at right around $118,000. Quite a bit of money, but remember, you could win this one. And boy, oh boy, would that be one hell of a dream garage, that's for sure. But let's see what you get when you go with this E-Ray. To the door panels. Some of the best fit and finish of any Corvette. Love the black leather with the red contrast stitching. Then you have that color match stitching, the aluminum speaker grille cover, 2 memory seat settings, red, that flame torch red two-tone with the silver aluminum trim around the switchgear. And then you have a door pocket that's large enough for 2 Costco hot dogs. And after, if you have to buy one of these, you might be eating at Costco for a while to recoup some of your money. But I love the way they did the stitching all throughout the door panel. Going from the door panel to the dash, same news. The two-tone works, especially with ours being white with the black accents and the red brake calipers. Love the red. I don't like these vent controls. These little tabs. Very, very cheap feeling. So that's still a zonk. Slide on in, you're gonna get that standard 8-inch infotainment system. And really the only thing that's different is the gauge cluster here for the electric output and all those goodies. And you can pull up your torque and everything. Nicely done. We got our switch gear for our 8-speed Tremec. You got your Mode selector switch underneath. 2 cup holders. Of course, the Corvette key fob with the cross flag. So much history. Your waterfall of AC controls, heated and ventilated seats. I do have a little center console, and you do get this little bag. Inside this bag are the tears, the hopes and the tears of Porsche owners. They keep it in there with some felt lining, and you have a USB-C, USB-A wireless charging, and I like the way it's got the E-Ray badge on the center speaker, and then these seats are a thing of beauty. Carbon fiber, the two-tone, nice bolstering, full electric assist for the passenger, full electric assist for the driver. We have the Alcantara headliner, and we have a full digital rear view mirror. But why don't you come over here to the business end? I want to show you behind this carbon fiber steering wheel that you're going to want to rub your hands all over. Come on over. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. Of course, you got 2 memory seat settings, and I love the aluminum sill plate with the E-Ray name. Pedal box right out of a C8R race car, aluminum brake pedal, throttle, and brake. So dead pedal, brake, and throttle, which is great. We do have our seat controls, easy to get to. I love these seats. They snuggle you just like a mother snuggles their newborn baby. I'm 6 feet tall, and Chevrolet does a great job with getting headroom in here, but let's be honest, there's more headroom in any 911 compared to this car. Steering wheel, love the carbon fiber. The red striped top dead center, the E-Ray name. You got surfboard style paddles that are also carbon fiber. And even the way they did the stitching on the freaking horn button, and there's that classic badge, since 1953. And then you have that 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster that when you go into your different modes, like Zora mode, love the way it's got that tack right there. Look at that. Love it. I'm not going to show you the frunk. Yes, you could put a duffel bag in there. I'm not going to show you the trunk. Yeah, you could fit a set of your freaking golf clubs back there. What I want to show you, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go on throttle in this E-Ray. All right, guys, we are inside this 2024 C8 E-Ray, all-wheel drive, first time ever in a Corvette. What I have it in Z mode. Remember, for Zora, Arcus Duntov, the real father of the Corvette, and I'm gonna use the paddles to go up and down that 8-speed Tremec DCT transmission. Are you ready? Because I'm definitely ready. On throttle, here we go! Ah! Love the combination of that motor sound, electric sound, and the V8. It's one of those things that it really fortifies Chevy's lineup of the Corvette now, because remember, the C8 Corvette is amazing just at the Stingray level. When you look at the C7 you had the Stingray, the Grand Sport, the Z06, and the ZR1. Remember, ZR1 was only 1 year, it was 2019. When it comes to the C8, now the E-Ray has taken the place of the Grand Sport, and it actually has a different amount of power, and the way that it produces the power compared to the other C8s. Whereas the Grand Sport was mostly looks, right? You had the performance of the wider Z06 body, but the V8 was still rated at 455 horsepower. This, though, you have 655 horsepower. Second gear. First gear. On throttle, here we go. Ultimate grip. It just yanks you like you're never gonna be in that situation in any other C8 Corvette. Stingray's got good low down torque, but remember, it's rear wheel drive, right? A lot of people, they drive the new Z06, they're not like super duper impressed because of where the torque comes into the power curve, but this, it comes down way low and it pulls linear all the way through. Are you ready? On throttle, here we go. On the brakes, look at this. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Here we go. Ah, you just yanks you out of the corner. The amount of grip is freaking ridiculous. It's like I've taken Gorilla Glue and sprayed it all over the tires. That's how much grip you have. And it's such a unique experience when that front motor pulls you out of a turn. I mean, it's very, very unique and very different from anything that you've experienced in a Corvette. Look at this. You just freaking go on throttle, even in a bend, and it just grips. It just grips for days. Absolutely ridiculous. Where's my towel? God damn it. Oh, sorry about that, kids. Ridiculous. That's second gear. I mean, I'm accelerating in second gear that hard. It's intense. The 8-speed Tremec does a great job whether you're going up the gears or down the gears. And you got that V8 rumble out back. Ready? On throttle, here we go. Freaking cruise missile, look at this. Wow. Seats hold you in, they feel good, they look good, they make you feel good. And trust me, the way that this car performs, it's gonna make you look good for sure. Got a nice large head-up display. And the fact that this is the first ever, like, fully all-season Corvette. Snow, drive your Corvette. Rain, drive your Corvette. So it's like you get to enjoy your Corvette no matter what time of the year it is. That's pretty phenomenal all in itself. And then the brakes, those carbon ceramic brake rotors. Second gear, on throttle. Look at this. God. I'm telling you, man, when you come out of a corner and you get on it, it just yanks you right through the corner. So you're able to get on throttle sooner. You don't have to worry about losing grip. And we're on all seasons. Mind-blowing what Chevrolet has done with this C8. I could say whatever I want about it not being a front engine, about it not having a manual transmission. I could talk about that all day long, but at the end of the day, the bottom line is this is one hell of a performance car. And when you're comparing this to the Porsche, you're gonna have to go with that new 911 GTS or a turbo, because I really think a Carrera 4S, it's gonna be challenging. I mean, the only big difference is gonna be the weight, which this is not a light car by any means. But if you're ready, I'm definitely ready. Let's see though, we gotta check out what's happening behind us just to make sure everything is copacetic. Are you ready? On throttle, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Little dab of the brakes. Woo! Woo! Jeez Louise. Where's the towel? Yeah, this is one hell of an all-wheel drive performance car. And the way that they've been able to have the electric motor interact with that 6.2 liter V8 that's right over my shoulder. And whether you have it in regular shift mode or you're shifting with the paddles, so smooth, so quick on those shifts. And then if you want to drive like a normal person, it's comfortable. It's, for the most part, spacious in here. I mean, you do have that large divider, but remember, that's where the battery pack is. The battery pack is slid underneath the center console. That's why it's so high like that. But you still got plenty of room in here. You ready? One more time. On throttle, here we go. Look at this. Oh! On those brakes. Woo-hoo-hoo! Round and around and around we go. Wow. Wow. This is as much fun as you can have with your freaking clothes on. I'll promise you that right now. On throttle! I can't help myself. It's making me do it. The E-Ray is making me do it. I have no self-control. On throttle! It's pretty incredible. I have to admit, the technology is pretty incredible. It would be cool if there was a manual though, but I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna say anything about it not being a front engine Corvette or it doesn't have a manual, but from a performance standpoint, it's pretty damn balanced. And it does the business. So we got to get back to Dream Giveaway Garage, or they're probably going to need new tires for this thing, just because of how much G-load it could handle in the corners. But we're going to get back. We got to get back, because if I don't, I'm taking it home. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I definitely enjoyed sharing it with you. I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, been another great day in so many ways here at Dream Giveaway Garage. I definitely got to thank the whole team, Lori, Ryan, Chris, the rest of the crew, getting us access to the other half of this Corvette giveaway. Like I said, use the Radies Rise promo code. You get 3 times the amount of giveaway chances. And remember, I don't get paid to say that one bit. I don't want the money. I want to see one of you guys win. That's what I want to see. I'll show up if somebody in the Radies Rise family wins these 2 Corvettes. I'll tell you what, I'll even help you drive one of them home. We'll do it. But let me know in the comment section, do you like the C8 E-Ray more than a Porsche 911? Specifically like that GTS T, that hybrid setup that they got going on? Let me know down in the comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Radies Rise family. Gotta give it up to the Flood man. He does the business no matter what. He'll take pictures of your kids. He'll take pictures of your dogs. He'll do family photos, weddings, holiday photos, even bar mitzvahs, confirmations, and circumcisions. So thank you, Steven, for doing it all. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.